Have you ever thought about volunteering after 60? After retirement, life often slows down. The busy days filled with work, family responsibilities, and obligations seem to fade away, leaving behind a quiet and sometimes unfamiliar rhythm. Some people embrace this newfound free time, while others begin to feel disconnected from society, wondering if they still have a meaningful role to play. But did you know? Your years after 60 aren't the end of your contributions. They're the perfect time to create new value in ways you may have never imagined. Volunteering isn't just about giving back to the community, it's a powerful way to rediscover purpose, stay engaged, and improve your overall well-being. Pushpin science has proven that volunteering has incredible benefits. Older adults who volunteer tend to live longer. A study from Carnegie Mellon University found that people over 60 who volunteer at least 200 hours per year have a 40% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who don't. Volunteering improves mental health. According to AmeriCorps, 78% of seniors reported feeling happier and significantly less lonely or depressed after engaging in volunteer activities. It helps maintain memory and cognitive function. When you stay mentally engaged in meaningful activities, your brain remains active, reducing the risk of cognitive decline and even Alzheimer's disease. Opportunities to build new relationships. As we age, our social circles often shrink. Volunteering allows you to meet like-minded people and create meaningful friendships that add joy and purpose to your life. Direct hit: how can you make a difference? You don't need perfect health or special skills to volunteer. No matter who you are or what experience you have, there are always opportunities to contribute and spread positive impact. If you love children, you can volunteer to teach or read books to underprivileged kids. If you care about the elderly, consider visiting nursing homes to offer companionship to those without family support. If you love nature, you can participate in environmental projects like tree planting or park cleanups. By helping others, you're also helping yourself live a happier and more fulfilling life. Lightbulb: so how can you find the right volunteer opportunities for you? Let's explore together with Elderly Inspiration. How can you start volunteering? Now that you understand the immense benefits of volunteering, the next question is, where do you begin? The great news is there are countless opportunities tailored specifically for older adults, regardless of your physical ability, background, or interests. Volunteering is not a one-size-fits-all activity. Whether you enjoy working with people, animals, or even behind the scenes, there is a role that will fit you perfectly. Many people hesitate because they think they need specific skills or physical strength to volunteer. The truth is, the most valuable thing you can offer is your time, experience, and compassion. Organizations across the country are looking for volunteers with life wisdom, patience, and a desire to help, qualities that most older adults have in abundance. Let's explore some of the most meaningful ways you can get involved today. 1. Mentoring and teaching. Share your wisdom with the next generation. After decades of experience in work and life, you have a wealth of knowledge that younger generations can learn from. Many young people lack guidance in critical areas such as career choices, financial literacy, and personal development. Your insight could be life-changing for someone looking for direction. Heavy checkmark opportunities. Become a mentor for young professionals through programs like SCORE, which helps aspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners succeed. Join Big Brothers Big Sisters to provide emotional support and guidance to a child in need. Volunteer as a tutor or teacher in literacy programs, language courses, or vocational training for immigrants and underprivileged students. Offer career coaching for students or job seekers who need help with resume writing, interview skills, and workplace advice. Lightbulb impact. Studies show that older adults who engage in intergenerational mentoring experience improved self-esteem, cognitive function, and emotional well-being. You don't just help young people, you also reinforce your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. Imagine this: a teenager struggling in school gains confidence because of your tutoring. A young entrepreneur succeeds in their small business thanks to your mentorship. A refugee learns English and builds a new life because of your lessons. You have the power to change lives. 2. Community support. Be a helping hand to those in need. Loneliness and isolation are two of the biggest challenges for older adults today. But did you know that many seniors in your community feel the same way? Nursing homes, hospitals, and community centers are full of people longing for conversation and companionship. By volunteering, you're not just helping others, you're also building meaningful connections for yourself. Heavy checkmark opportunities. Visit nursing homes and assisted living facilities to spend time with lonely seniors who may not have family nearby. Volunteer as a hospice companion, providing comfort to individuals in their final stages of life. Join Meals on Wheels, delivering food and friendly conversation to homebound seniors. Assist at senior centers, helping organize activities like arts and crafts, music therapy, or group discussions. Light bulb impact. A study from the National Institute on Aging found that seniors who volunteer in social roles experience lower rates of depression, improved physical health, and stronger social bonds. You're not just offering help, you're building friendships that can last a lifetime. Imagine this. An elderly woman who hasn't had a visitor in months suddenly lights up when you arrive to play a game of chess with her. A homebound senior looks forward to their meal delivery because they know you'll bring a warm smile along with the food. Your presence alone can be a gift. 3. Environmental volunteering. Protect the planet for future generations. Do you love nature? Volunteering for environmental causes is a fantastic way to stay active, spend time outdoors, and make a lasting impact on the world. Contrary to popular belief, environmental volunteering isn't just about heavy labor. There are plenty of roles that require minimal physical effort. Heavy checkmark opportunities. Join park and beach cleanups to help preserve public spaces. Volunteer at community gardens where you can grow food for local food banks. Become a nature guide, educating children about wildlife and conservation. Help organize recycling programs or sustainability initiatives in your neighborhood. Light bulb impact. Research suggests that spending time in nature reduces stress, boosts mood, and improves physical health. So you're not just helping the environment, you're also improving your own well-being. Imagine this. A child you guide through a nature program falls in love with wildlife and grows up to be a conservationist. A neighborhood park that was once littered with trash is now a beautiful, clean place for families to gather. Your efforts today will shape the world for future generations. 4. Humanitarian and crisis support. Be a lifeline in difficult times. When disaster strikes, relief organizations need compassionate, organized volunteers to help communities rebuild. Many roles don't require physical labor. There are countless ways to support humanitarian efforts from behind the scenes. Heavy checkmark opportunities. Assist at food banks and soup kitchens, helping distribute meals to struggling families. Join the Red Cross or similar organizations as a disaster response volunteer. Help coordinate clothing and supply drives for victims of natural disasters. Support mental health crisis hotlines by offering a listening ear to those in distress. Light bulb impact. Volunteering in humanitarian efforts allows you to directly alleviate suffering and restore hope in communities affected by crisis. It also gives you a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that you are part of something greater than yourself. Imagine this. A struggling single mother receives food for her children because of your help at the food bank. A disaster survivor gets essential supplies thanks to the relief drive you organized. Your kindness can be a beacon of hope in someone's darkest moment. 5. Animal welfare. Show love to our furry friends. If you're an animal lover, there are countless ways to help shelters and rescue organizations. Animals provide comfort and companionship, and volunteering with them can be incredibly rewarding. Heavy checkmark opportunities. Care for abandoned pets at animal shelters. Foster pets who need temporary homes before adoption. Assist in therapy animal programs, where trained pets visit hospitals and nursing homes. Help with wildlife rescue and rehabilitation. Light bulb impact. Research shows that interacting with animals lowers blood pressure, reduces stress, and increases happiness. Volunteering with animals isn't just fulfilling, it's good for your health. Imagine this. A shelter dog who was once abandoned finds a loving home because of your care. A senior in a hospital smiles for the first time in weeks because of a therapy dog visit. Your love for animals can bring joy to countless lives. How to find the right volunteer opportunity for you. White heavy checkmark. Explore local organizations. Visit community centers, libraries, and religious institutions to discover volunteer programs. White heavy checkmark use online resources. Websites like Volunteer Match, AARP's Create the Good, and AmeriCorps provide listings for seniors. White heavy checkmark start small. If you're unsure, try short-term volunteer events before committing to a long-term role. White heavy checkmark involve friends. Everything is more fun when shared. Invite a friend to volunteer with you. Volunteering isn't just about giving, it's about growing, connecting, and finding new purpose. It keeps you engaged, healthy, and part of something meaningful. So, what will be your first step in making a difference? Join us on Elderly Inspiration, where we explore the best ways to stay active, engaged, and fulfilled after 60. Subscribe now for more empowering content, and let's make these years the most rewarding ones yet. The power of giving back. Your next chapter starts today. After exploring all these incredible volunteering opportunities, one thing becomes clear. Your journey isn't over, it's just beginning. No matter your age, your skills, or your physical condition, there is a place where you can make an impact, build connections, and find renewed purpose. Think about it. How many people out there are longing for guidance, companionship, or simply a helping hand? You could be the one to change someone's life. Whether it's mentoring a young person, comforting a lonely senior, rescuing animals, or restoring nature, your time and experience are the most valuable gifts you can give. And let's not forget the biggest truth about volunteering. It doesn't just help others, it transforms you too. Studies have shown that seniors who volunteer live longer, stay healthier, and feel happier. When you give your time to a cause bigger than yourself, you don't just fill someone else's cup. You refill your own with joy, energy, and fulfillment. Imagine waking up every morning excited for the day ahead, knowing that your presence matters. Imagine feeling stronger, sharper, and more connected than you have in years. Imagine meeting new friends, hearing new stories, and embracing new experiences that make you feel truly alive. The best part? You don't have to wait to get started. Today is the perfect day to take the first step. Look up local volunteer opportunities, reach out to an organization, or even start with something simple like helping a neighbor in need. One small action can open the door to a whole new world of purpose and connection. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. We at Elderly Inspiration are here to guide and support you with more stories, insights, and opportunities to make the most of your golden years. So, if this message resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Loudspeaker like this video to spread positivity and inspire more seniors to take action. Loudspeaker share it with a friend or family member who could use a little encouragement to get involved. Loudspeaker subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content on staying active, engaged, and fulfilled after 60. The next chapter of your life is waiting. The only question is, will you take the first step?